Hey guys, it's Dee from Dee's Divine Guidance here for the sign of Taurus for what is blocking your intuition. So the monthly readings are up. You can check those out for March. But I wanted to come on and do this spread. I'm inspired by a workshop that I'm doing to activate your third eye and your crown chakra. And we're going to activate it, but I'm also like, they're telling me to throw so much more in there. So you could check it out. The link is in the description box and the comment box below. But yeah, we're going to activate it. We're going to clear. We're going to talk about protecting your energy. We're going to talk about how it feels. I'm going to give you exercises to do in the workshop. It's going to be about a 3-hour workshop, if not a little bit more. And we're going to meet live at the end of March. So I'm excited for that. I wanted to offer it to you guys, not just in my Facebook group, to come on here and give it to you as well, if you're interested. So the link is below. You can see all the details, and it's going to be recorded so you can actually have it going forward. So it's not just a one-time deal. You can use it going forward because, you know, when you activate, you can then use it to activate level up each time. Okay, so wherever you're at, it's going to level you up, and then wherever you're at again, it's going to level you up again. All right, so let's see. Where is your intuition blocked? You know, if you're struggling, you know, connecting, meeting your spirit guides. I know a lot of us want to meet our spirit guides, but if, you know, if you're struggling connecting and, you know, you can't meet that spirit guide, then this workshop is for you. But let's find out why first, okay? Why, what are you blocked with? And remember, it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You can check out your moon and rising signs too to see if they resonate better. Let's see, we got 2 cards here. Okay. All right, so the first card you have here is forgiveness. So, you know, I feel as though this is, I'm going to read it 2 ways. So whichever way it resonates, you can let me know in the comments. But, you know, this is either you've got to forgive somebody else for something that they did for you, to you, okay? When we're stuck and our mind is always racing as to, you know, revenge on this person, can't get over this person, can't let go of this person because of what they did, not the person, but what they did to you. There's got to be forgiveness. Now, this could be forgiveness for them, but it also needs to be forgiveness for you. So you've got to forgive yourself for being in that situation and not knowing what you know now back then. Okay, and you can forgive yourself for, you know, staying or being in there and not realizing it. So there needs to be some forgiveness here in order to get your mind clear. I explained this in a couple other videos where, like, your intuition is like a whisper, and the, you know, the ego, the negative thinking and all of that is like a scream, and that scream overpowers the intuition. So if you have this and there's constant chatter in there about, you know, like self-sabotaging, like looking down on yourself, shaming yourself, all that kind of stuff, or even this other person, then those are screaming thoughts in your mind, and it's going to overpower your intuition. You're not going to be able to hear the whisper, okay? So the next card you have here is recovery. So I am getting the feeling here that this could be breakups for a lot of you, okay? Breakups or some kind of relationships that just didn't work out. And there needs to be some recovery. This also could be some addictions. If we were addicted to drugs or alcohol, like when you're addicted, that negative brain is going like a mile a minute, and it's overpowering that whisper. So if you're wondering why you can't connect and you're constantly comforting yourself with things that are not good for you, that's going to be a reason why you can't connect as well, right? Why you can't hear your intuition or feel your intuition. And then you have to believe. If you believe. So I was just saying this in another video as well, is like, the great thing about this is that there's confirmation. And I use the example as like a unicorn. Well, it's like, okay, we could say that there's unicorns out there, but nobody's ever seen it. It's like Bigfoot, you know, like nobody's ever seen it. So, or can prove it. But when you start to listen to your intuition, you start to put it together and it's confirmed for you. It's like, well, there could be no other way. This has to be that. And it's confirmed. But you've got to believe first. You've got to believe that you've got it within you. You have the ability to connect. You have the ability to meet your spirit guide, because if there's resistance, that's when there's a wall. And it makes it harder to connect. All right, so they pulled 4 cards over here for you. So you've got competition, warrior guides. This is telling me about comparing yourself to others. You are on your own specific journey, and there's no comparison to anybody else except for you and where you were. So with the competition, right, you've got to let that go. You are not on anybody else's journey. You have no idea what they've been through or what they're going through. So only compare yourself to who you were before you are who you are right now. I hope that makes sense. All right. Self-control, higher self. That self-control also goes along with that recovery. So if you do have any types of addictions, you've got to be honest with yourself, they're telling me right now. The honesty needs to come out. Because you can't be like, I can't connect, when you really know that there's a reason why. You just don't want to be honest with yourself. So being honest with yourself here about self-control. What habits do you have? What patterns do you have that are holding you back from doing this? And they're telling me a little bit about fear here as well. So it's like fear of giving up your old ways. Fear of giving up whatever you're addicted to for some of you. Fear of the unknown. So self-control, what habits can you change? What patterns can you change? And are you willing to really, truly be honest? That's what they're saying. Like, you have to be honest with yourself here. What is holding you back? What fear of what is holding you back? And do you truly, really deep down inside want this connection? And then you have exhaustion. It says divine helpers. When we're exhausted, it's harder to connect because, you know, when you're exhausted, the left brain, the ego, all those negative thoughts start coming in easier. It's like you're weak, and it's like the ego likes to attack when you are weak. And when you're exhausted, you're weak. Your body is weaker. Your mind is weaker. So there needs to be some rest here. So if you feel that for yourself, let me know in the comments below. You've got to get the rest. You've got to get the rest so that you've got to get the sleep. You've got to give your body a rest. If that means skipping the gym for the day, if it means, you know, calling out of work for a day, like, take care of you. And then you also have the imagination card, and it says inner child. So the imagination card for me in this kind of spread is saying that, you know, a lot of the times we imagine that our intuition is going to look or feel or hear like, or sound like something. And we have it in our mind as to what that looks like. But with the imagination card, it's like bringing it back to reality. And you need somebody to help you understand what that is if you haven't felt it before. And you have to have someone help you navigate it. You know, navigate it, around it, what it feels like, what it looks like in reality, as to the imagination that we have, or like what it's perceived in social media or in movies or whatever. Not everybody sees dead people right in front of them. It doesn't work like that. You know, some people do, apparently. I'm not one of them, thank goodness. But, you know, you've got to bring it down to reality. And I think I block that because you have control. And that's what we talk about in the workshop as well, is how to control it all, how not to be scared of it, how to set boundaries, because you are in control ultimately. But not a lot of people understand that or know that. All right. So I hope this resonates with you. I would love to see you in the workshop if that is something that you want to do. It's at the end of May, not the end of May, at the end of March. I feel like this year is flying by, but the end of March, and it's a live workshop. And again, you get the recording at the end so that you can use it over and over. So it's not just those 3 hours. I want to give you something to go home with and really kind of use it to go forward. My goal here is to have a lot of people connecting to their intuition so that we can raise vibrations and spread that amongst the planet. So I hope this resonates with you. Let me know in the comments below how it resonates. Also, let me know if you have any questions on your intuition. What am I missing? Check out the link and see what's covered in the workshop. But let me know if there's something I'm not covering in there and you have questions, because I'm either going to bring it to the workshop and I want to answer them for you here as well. All right. Much love to you, and I will be getting the April readings out very shortly. All right. I hope to see you in the workshop, and much love, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.